say, oh, I go to Equinox, people are like, ooh, there's some money there. There definitely is a little bit of a allure to it.
They kind of lean into this really edgy, almost self-indulgent, like narcissistic side of fitness. This is about being hot.
Okay. Maybe I don't gym enough because I don't, narcissistic being hot, I can't relate to that. I just go because I love bouldering. I think it's important to be healthy, but not to be hot. Let's see.
Equinox was a pioneer of luxury fitness, but today the company operates in an increasingly crowded landscape.
Oh, I did not know. Orange Theory, I know Orange Theory. I thought they were more just like Pilates and hot yoga. Lifetime, never heard of them. Berries, Soul Cycle, and whatever that other one is. Interesting. I really thought it was just Equinox charging, an arm and a leg. I actually had a friend who was a coach at Orange Theory, and he was jacked. So maybe whatever they're doing over there works because he's yoked to the gills.
Battling rival clubs for customers with lots of discretionary income. To stay ahead of the competition, the brand is looking to enter new areas.
They're not in many places because I don't think I've seen an Equinox where I live here. So,
down on existing markets and get members to spend more.
We're spending hundreds of millions.
So yeah, spending hundreds of millions of dollars on, it makes sense, especially probably with all the things they offer, but regardless, it's just so much money, and maybe catering to that 1% is profitable enough to be spending this much money, spending is, rich people will spend whatever it is to feel important. I think being able to sell importance is what these people care about the most.
Millions of dollars now in new locations, but we're also reinvesting in existing locations. So you're going to see our ecosystem expand over time.
The economics of Equinox.
It's important to realize Equinox didn't create the fitness industry, but I think that they've really been leaders on defining.
I don't know anyone who thinks that Equinox created the fitness industry. When I think of the fitness industry, I don't think of Equinox. I think of Anytime Fitness, EOS, Golden Gyms, and the golden age of bodybuilders with Arnold and these other people, not Equinox and overpaying for a gym membership.
Fitness and luxury. For almost a decade, in addition to my life as a professor, I was teaching about at maximum like 10 classes a week at Equinox. So yeah, I've seen this company from a variety of perspectives. When Equinox came to the market, it actually hoped from the very beginning to be birthing a new category where exercise was the main attraction, but not the only thing you were getting. Equinox really tapped into the fact.
Because if you're gonna be entering a saturated market like gyms, because it's very simple, you get a couple treadmills, bicycles, bench rack, dumbbells, all that stuff. It's not much to reinvent, a track, a pool. So you have to offer something significantly greater than just that. And I guess for them, it's just niche.
That, especially for this clientele, they didn't just want the workout, they also wanted the showers and the products and the towels and that experience, and also like a place to hang out.
We learned
Our third place, because today we all need a third place. You have work, you have home, but where do you go hang out? The park? Most of us probably don't. I like going to the park personally. I think it's a lot of fun, but other people do have the gym. I guess in a sense, the gym is a third place, maybe a fourth for me, or fifth, because I go there a couple times a week, usually in the mornings before I even start recording. Sometimes, like today, I came back from the gym and I wanted to talk about Equinox, so we're talking about it right now. So I guess for rich people, they need an expensive third place.
Estate game early on, but we were doing something different. We're doing, street side real estate as compared to mall-based real estate. In the early days, we had to convince them why Equinox was unique. Now they come to us, we're highly sought after as an amenity, as an anchor.
Yeah, of course, in the beginning, you had to convince people why you should pay $350 a month for your membership. And now Like he says, Equinox has an allure to it. Why would you pay $350 a month? Oh, I need to be paying $350 a month when it's probably you shouldn't. You could be paying $10 a month and you will have the same results. It doesn't matter how much you charge, doesn't matter how much your personal trainer is. It's all about you doing the work. And sure, having someone yell at you might help, but if you're not gonna be doing the work, it doesn't matter if you pay $10,000 a month, you're not gonna get in the shape you wanna be in. That's the most important thing. Remember, push-ups and pull-ups will get you fitter than anything. And make sure to run.
Hello. So we're just going to go through an update. This will be our 33rd location in Manhattan.
In Manhattan?
Super excited to have our first in Nashville. Just make sure we get the right railing on that, and not the Home Depot railing. This year alone, we'll open 9 new locations. So this is some of them.
9 locations.
Next year, the plan is to open hopefully 8 new locations, and then after that, 10 plus per annum.
Something that is notable when you look at some of
They
the
are
other
expanding very quickly from what he's saying. Wow, 10 locations a year. That's just so much money that goes out into the universe that obviously for them, the margin must be there because other regular gyms can't pull off things like that. They go bankrupt trying to buy open so many gyms. So I'm hoping we can get further insight into what makes their business model so special.
players in the field is how different the brand positioning of a place like Equinox is to, say, Lifetime Fitness. I mean, Lifetime Fitness facilities are beautiful and they're bigger in many ways than Equinox, but Equinox really doesn't bill itself as like a family place. They've really tried to remain sort of edgier in a way that these other places have not.
Maybe, oh, she's got 3 boobs. Maybe I don't pay enough attention to these things because it doesn't interest me, to even think about going to Equinox. But I never think anything of them but overpriced and, in a sense, snobby. So maybe I'm just too broke to understand, I don't get it. I got no taste.
While other gyms focus on selling cheap memberships to people who never show up, Equinox charges a premium, motivating their members to actually use the space. This also makes it easier to upsell them.
While the exercise is the core of the experience, they've always been trying to wrap around many other services and uses.
Of course, cheap gyms, $10 a month. You go in and then never go back. A lot of people tends to happen. But if you do go, a lot of them have like vending machines and protein shakes and personal trainers. So I'm assuming that you're gonna lean into that and how expensive. It's gonna be like those Aero One $15 smoothies, if not more. Or isn't it more? It's like $50 smoothies.
That members will partake in. People will go take a shower there and sit for hours taking calls or doing work, etc. That is not something you pay extra for, nor do you pay extra for group fitness classes. Then, of course, the other category of things other than working out that Equinox offers, and this has been growing and growing, are services that you pay for, right? Massage, personal training, various wellness therapies. Because
you can pay to get those peptides put in you for faster recovery. That's what there's a lot of these vitamin bars that I've seen around popping up where they're like, can get some retatrutide, get your gains up. And I'm like, are you guys injecting peptides? And if so, let me know why, because I can't figure it out for the life of me.
they honestly do a really good job at offering all this stuff around the exercise experience. It makes it pretty sticky.
I probably come about 5 days a week, and on my off days sometimes I'll come and I'll use the amenities like the sauna, or I'll stretch.
An average Equinox member spends a little bit over $4,000 a year with us.
$4,000 a year. 70% dues, 30% ancillary revenue. Interesting.
About 30-ish% is what we call ancillary revenue, so it's the non-dues part of that revenue pie. And then what we believe is over time that $4,000 can grow probably around 50% to $6,000 in the next 5 years by both kind of normal increases in people buying more from us in terms of the personal training, the spa, the retail. But then in addition to that, we believe our offering will expand through more, wellness and longevity offerings, and so that will increase.
Oh, there she is doing that IV.
Spend with us.
My membership is about $350. My sessions, I usually do 3 sessions a week, so 150 times 3 equals $450.
$150 a
450
session?
times 4 equals 1,800 plus 350. I spend about $2,100 here.
A month?
But that does not include, wow, it's weird to say that. That does not include protein shakes,
Yeah.
my Celsius, a random t-shirt if I find it.
Equinox also has an exclusive.
Could you guys be spending $2,000 a month at a gym? I don't think I could, because I just don't see it, the purpose of spending that much. You know, get your workout, get your gains, and leave. It's simple. You don't have to be doing all this other shit.
program called the E-Club for some of its wealthiest members. It requires a 1-year commitment to multiple private sessions per week.
This is the E-Club. We are on the top tier of the Equinox brand. A lot of members over here are like very successful CEOs, or chairmen. People come 3, 4, 5 times a week. We have to manage the fitness goals, your cardio component, nutrition, health, sleep, travel. We don't have members who comes in try out over here. We're members who commit to the program for 1 year. That's a minimum commitment.
For members who want
a 1 year minimum commitment for 5 times a week, personal training, gym. Oh my God, that's. How many members do they have? Did they say? Because that's crazy. I didn't think you could charge this much to be in a gym.
to incorporate fitness and wellness amenities into their travel, Equinox is expanding its hotel portfolio.
We always believe that if you have a highly engaged member who's getting results, good things happen. They become an evangelist for the brand. They stay around longer, they spend more money, they refer other members. The consumer wants health and wellness in a bigger, better way and has more discretionary income to spend on it. And there's no brand that has more authority to participate.
What the hell? They just put in a cryo chamber? What was that?
and take advantage of these different adjacencies.
The fitness industry is moving much more towards being part of this kind of, functional fitness, longevity, broader wellness thing. But at the same time, this is America. People love to look rich and hot, and an Equinox membership is also part of that.
I suppose she's right. This is America, and people love to look rich and hot. And maybe I'm just missing the point. Or maybe we took pretty much nothing away from this, unfortunately. All we learned is people are overpaying for their gym memberships. They didn't really go into the numbers, their members, like nothing, not even their revenue, which is kind of a shame. I was hoping we get to see that. But if you take anything away from this, I think what you should take away from this is that you can charge rich people whatever they want if you make them feel hot and important and rich. That's absolutely unbelievable. Thank you guys for watching. You guys have a great day.